Hello guys, welcome back to Learn Fix. Today I'm talking about how you can add a zoom in or zoom out effect on your video clip on Kdenlive. So once you have your clip on the timeline, the next thing you have to do is come to effects and search for transform. So once you have transform, just drag it down onto your clips and click on it. Now you have the dashboard for the transform. It is very easy to zoom in or out of any clips, any clip you are working on. So what you just have to do is uh, there is a keyframe. Most of the effects on Kdenlive has keyframing. I'm gonna make a video on keyframes and how you can make use of it. For those of you who do not know what keyframe is, don't be bothered. It's just something you use to apply effect to a specific position or timing of your video clip. So that is just, I'm gonna make a video on it on how we can make use of it and all of that, but that's going to be in another video. So this keyframing, we are going to use it to position the zoom in effect on our clip, where we want the clip to zoom in and where we want it to zoom out. So the first thing we need to do is to create the first keyframe. If you want the zoom in to start here, then that's going to be our first keyframe. We want it to be here, that is where our first keyframe is going to be. You want it to be in the middle, that's where our first keyframe is going to be. But for the purpose of this video, I want it to be here. So once you have that, you just click on add keyframe. Just click on it and you have a new keyframe. So now our keyframe is going to start from here. You already told Kdenlive that you want your keyframe to start from here. So now the next thing is to create where the keyframe will stop. So now depending on what you're working on, you might want the keyframe to stop here, you might want it to stop here, but for me, I want the keyframe to stop here. For the purpose of this video, I want to stop the keyframe here. So now once you have that, the next thing is to add keyframe, and then you have your keyframe. So now once you have your keyframe, you need to increase the size of your keyframe to the length of the zoom you want, how zoom in you want the image to be. So once you have that, you can see that our image, what I want to zoom in now is my face, and you can see that the face on the clip is not visible at all. Another thing you can do is to adjust the Y and X of your clip. So now with this Y and X, you can see the face is coming down. Yeah, the face is down. I think the size is too big. We can just reduce the size. You can reduce the size manually, and you can, reduce it automatically by just, dragging it to the right or to the left, right clicking or left clicking and dragging it to the right or the left. So I want the face to be in the center. Just drag it to the center. Yeah, and I'm just gonna reduce the size a little bit again. Okay, I think this is good. I think this is good. I just, crazy one. So my face is going to show. Yeah, so that is it. Let's play it out and see what we have here. So as you can see, that is the zooming effect. So depending on how fast you want the effect to be, if you want the effect to be very sharp, you can just carry in your last keyframe here and then play it out, and you see that the zooming will be very fast. Can you see now how fast the zooming was? So that is just it. So another thing is to zoom it out. It's just the same procedure. You create your own first keyframe. That is where the zoom out is going to start, and then where you want it to end. You create it again. It creates. Another thing you can do about this last let me just do this one. This delete. Let's do this keyframe. Sorry, please. So another thing you can do is you can copy this first previous key, copy keyframe, and then you can create the last one and just use it for the last one instead of clicking here. What you have to do is come here and click on paste keyframe. So I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna delete this keyframe again, and I'm going to paste. Where is it? I'm gonna paste keyframe. So that is just it. So this last keyframe, that is where our zoom out will end. This is where it's going to start. You can see the zoom out is the same thing with the zoom in. So it's gonna start here and it's gonna end here. So let's play it out and see what we have here. So that is the guy. That is how to add the zoom in and the zoom out effects. If you want the zoom in and the zoom out to be very sharp, very very fast, you can just adjust the bring it down here, and you have it very fast. So that is just how to add the zoom in and the zoom out effect on Kdenlive. Thank you guys for watching. Please ever subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please hit the subscription button and like our videos, and also comment for whichever topic you want us to cover or whatever you're having a problem on, and we're gonna respond to it as fast as we can. Thanks so much for your option.